السلام عليك يا أبالفضل العباس ابن أمير المؤمنين. A lot of things happened leading up to Ashura. We don't have time. On the day of Ashura, when he noticed, imagine you have a commander and he sees his soldiers getting killed one after the other. What happens to this commander? What happens to him? When everyone was killed, he then came to his brothers, the children of Baneen. Who was this Baneen that gave birth to these people? I don't know. He came to his brothers. He said, "O children of Baneen, you know we have a commitment. You know we made a promise. We made a promise to our mother that we would make her proud on this day." He said, "May I be ransomed for you. Go, fight for Abu Abdullah. Be killed for his sake. لِأَحْتَسِبَكُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. So that on Judgment Day I will say, oh Allah, I saw my brothers get killed." One after the other they went and they made Baneen proud. Then he came to Abu Abdullah. He stood there in front of the Imam. He said to him, there are many different versions of this, I'll mention one. He said, "Ya Abu Abdullah, لَقَدْ ضَهَقَ صَدْرِي." I feel like I'm choking, I feel suffocating. لَقَدْ ضَاقَ صَدْرِي مِنْ هَؤُلَاءِ الْمُنَافِقِينَ. Would you give me your blessing to go and fight? Ya Abu Abdullah, I know my purpose was to come into this world so that I would defend you on this day. Give me your permission. Imam al-Hussein, look at how he responded to him. He said to him, "Akhi, anta kabshu katibati, anta hamilu liwa'i, in anta qutil tafarraqa jam'una." O AbalFazl, you are my one-man army. You are the standard bearer. You are the one who holds my flag. Meaning, Ya AbalFazl al-Abbas, all the women, all the children, they're comfortable so long as that flag is standing high. They feel happy knowing that nothing will reach Abu Abdullah as long as AbalFazl al-Abbas breathes. Ya AbalFazl, if you go, my entire army will disappear. Meaning, there was only one person on that at that moment. It was just AbalFazl al-Abbas. Allahu Akbar. AbalFazl al-Abbas said to him, "Ya Abu Abdullah, Sayyidi wa Mawlai." The voices of the women and the children crying out, "Al-Atash, Al-Atash." Ya Abu Abdullah, I see Sakina bringing you an empty sack, saying, "Father, is there no more water?" I can hear them crying. This is tearing my heart apart. Ya Abu Abdullah, let me go. Imam al-Hussein knew that Abbas could no longer stay there. He gave him permission in this way. He said to him, "In kana wala bud, fatlub lihaula al-atfaya sharbatan min al-ma." If you must go, Ya AbalFazl, then go and bring some water for the children. لا أهاب الموت إذا الموت رقاه. He declared to them, "I am not afraid of death when it comes. نفسي لنفس المصطفى الطهر وقاه." My soul, I am willing to part with it, with my life, for the sake of Mustafa and his grandson Hussein. نفسي لنفس المصطفى الطهر وقايا إني أنا العباس أغدو بالسقا. You should know that I am not here to fight. I am only here to bring water back to the children. How could one man, imagine you have 4,000 people guarding the riverbank. How could one man get through all of them? One of the poets has described the state of Abbas's mind. He says, "La wala yahummuhu ar-rumhu hasha, yahummuhu siqayatul utasha." His only objective is to quench the thirst of the children. He couldn't care less about the spears and the swords and the arrows. He made his way into the water. Allahu Akbar. As soon as he felt the coolness of the stream, the enemy was watching. Make sure Abbas doesn't drink. The hadith says that when he arrived at the water, his heart was like a burning coal from the thirst. He was the one responsible for fetching water, so he never drank a drop of it. The enemy was heard saying, if Abbas drinks a drop of this water, he will then destroy all of us. He will rejuvenate. He will have the strength. Don't let him drink. Only to then see that Abbas did not drink a drop of it. Why didn't he drink? They then overheard him saying the following, Ya nafsu min ba'd al-Husayn huni. Oh Abbas, oh Abbas, how could I drink the water when Hussein is thirsty? This world is not worth living if I lose Aba Abdullah. يا نفس من بعد الحسين هوني وبعده ما كنت أو تكوني أتشربين بارد المعين. Allahu Akbar. Aba Abdullah doesn't drink, so I will never drink. AbalFazl Abbas mounted his horse once again. Ajarakum Allah ya mu'mineen. He headed back to the camp. He has his sword in one hand. He has the standard, the flag in the other. Imam al-Hussein is watching. He's looking for signs that his brother is still alive. How did he tell his brother? How did he keep Aba Abdullah appraised? He kept saying, Ana ibn Ali al-Murtada. I am the son of Ali. Imam al-Hussein would hear that. Aba Abdullah finds comfort. My little brother is still okay. He's alive. He would call Ana ibn Ali al-Murtada. Then at some point, Aba Abdullah doesn't see, but he suddenly hears Abbas saying, Wallahi in qata'tumu yamini. Wallahi in qata'tumu yamini. If you cut off my right hand, inni uhami abadan an dini. I will continue to defend my religion. Abbas kept going. This time he made another cry, but his voice was much more faint. Aba Abdullah heard his brother say, Ya nafsu la takhshay min al-kuffari. Oh Abbas, don't be afraid of these disbelievers. قد قطعوا ببغيهم يساري. They cut off my left hand. فأصلهم يا رب حر النار. That's when Umar ibn Sa'd said, attack him from every angle. They showered arrows in his direction. فسهم أصاب صدره. An arrow pierced his chest. Another arrow was planted in his eye. A third arrow pierced the sack of AbalFazl al-Abbas suddenly stood still. They say, look at how they describe him. فَوَقَفَ الْعَبَّاسُ مُتَحَيِّرًا. Abbas stopped, but why would he stop? Because he has no hand to fight with, no eye to see with, and worst of all, no water to take back to the camp. You've all heard that when Ali al-Akbar left for the battlefield, the women, the children, everyone flocked. They bid him farewell. They said goodbyes because they expected that perhaps Ali al-Akbar wouldn't come back to the camp. But when Abbas left, no one came to bid him farewell because no one thought that Abbas could go and never come back. Abbas made a promise. He would never break his promise. Why would I say goodbye? Sakina, Ruqayya, Abbas is definitely coming back. So when now he has no water, he has no reason to go back. فَوَقَفَ الْعَبَّاسُ مُتَحَيِّرًا. One of our ulama says, Abbas was wearing a helmet. How could they hit him over the head if he's wearing a helmet to shield him, to protect him? He said it is because Abbas wanted to continue, but he has this arrow in his eye. He can't pull it out because he has no hands. So Abbas lowered his head to hold the arrow with his knees. That's when the helmet fell off. That's when they came to him. فَضَرَبَهُ لَعِينٌ عَلَى رَأْسِهِ. They hit him with an iron pole. Abbas fell to the ground, calling out, "Akhi, adrik akhak." Brother, come to me. I want to see you one more time. Abu Abdullah al-Hussein rushed to his brother. He went to him. For the first time in his life, Abbas didn't say, Sayyidi, Moula. He said, Akhi, come to me. Imam al-Hussein went. They ran away from him. The Imam would chase them and say, إِلَىٰ أَيْنَ تَفِرُّونَ وَقَدْ قَتَلْتُمْ أَخِي. Where do you flee? You have killed my brother. Hussein arrived at the scene. Some have said that Imam al-Hussein bent down. He picked something up and kissed it. On his way to Abbas, he bent down again, picked up something else and kissed it. Hamid ibn Muslim says, I looked close and there were the two hands of Abbas. Abu Abdullah arrived at the scene. Abbas is lying on the sand. There is an arrow planted deep in his eye. The other eye is filled with blood. He can't see anything. As soon as he heard someone nearing him, he said, أَسْأَلُكَ بِمَنْ تَعْبُدُ. Abbas said, I ask you in whatever you worship, leave me so that I can say goodbye to my brother Hussein. Abu Abdullah said, my dear brother Abbas, I am your brother. Abu Abdullah leaned on his sword. His back was then bent. He fell to the ground. He then held his brother's head and placed it in his lap. They say AbalFazl al-Abbas removed his head and put it on the sand. My dear brother Abbas, this is me, Hussein. He put his head back in his lap. Abbas removed it again. He said, my brother Hussein, now you comfort me. You are here to put my lap and my head in your lap. But I can see you surrounded by 30,000 men. In an hour's time,